Welcome back to Furniture_Makeover, where I show you how I transform this bathroom in my house. So since we received this house back in July when we bought it, there was a lot of things to do, and it's finally time for us to make over this bathroom. As you see, the lights fixture is rusted and old. The walls are purplish. There's a sticker on the glass of the bath, on the shower, and it's just unspeakable. There's a lot of dents and holes in the walls that I kind of filled. Some were filled by the seller poorly, so I had to fix that. The fan has never been cleaned. There are screws for probably some shelves that they used to have there, and so much more. The frame of the door is very bad. So that's the restroom that I made over first. The hallway is done, and now it's time to do. I started by prepping the restroom, and first was removing all these stickers, which I have no idea what the purpose was, but there was plenty of them. Second, I started scraping off the paint that was on the tile just so I can get it as clean as possible. I also used nail polish remover to remove the extra paint stains, which worked out amazing. And I continued scraping. Let me interrupt you there and say that this was a lot of work, but I actually accomplished it in one day, and I have the proof for it. All my videos are timestamped, but yes, it was a one-day makeover, and I'm very proud of it. It does need a little bit more love, but the transformation is unspeakable. I then looked around and started removing every screw that I saw. This way I have a flat surface for me to work with and start pre-filling all the holes. I ensured I cleaned every surface and sanded it multiple times and removed every excess of the wooden parts that were coming out of the screw holes until it was completely smooth. I wiped it again until it was dry, and then finally I went ahead and gave it a really good filling with some wood filler. I used my scraper to remove all of the wood sticking out of the holes. This way I have a flat surface to work with. Then I went ahead and sanded that space. After the surface is no longer bumpy and more flatter, I used wood filler to fill all the holes and the dents and the scratches in the paint so that it is as smooth as possible. Usually when I fill it, I overfill it by just a little bit. This way when it dries and I sand it, it doesn't go below the surface and shows. This way it becomes as disguised and invisible as possible. Obviously, before painting, I had to start cleaning, and this vent looked like it needed so much love. So I went ahead and used a used toothbrush to remove all of the dirt from the vent, and then I took it to the sink and rinsed it with water and soap until it was semi-new for me to be able to reuse it after painting. This part was much more stubborn and much harder than I'm used to. All I needed to do is unscrew that screw and remove it from the back, but it was so rusted and kind of glued on that I needed to use a lot of tools for me to just remove it. It was super rusty, missing light bulbs, missing the glass piece that covers the light bulbs, but I did not have anything on me at the time, and I know I still need a light fixture, but in the meantime I repurposed this one. So I used a vice grip to remove the screw in the middle, and after I finally remove it, I got another obstacle. As you see, all I needed to do is just to grab it and remove it from the wall, but it seems like they painted over it so many times that it was literally glued there. I used a blade, cut around, kept pulling and pulling until you see me struggling, if you can see my face in the mirror, until I finally managed to budge a little and remove it. My joy was not long lasting because right after I removed it, the cables were giving me such hard time. I kept pulling and twisting and tried really hard until I finally was able to separate it. If you don't want to watch me struggle, you can fast forward the next minute, but if you do, enjoy it. Next was restoring the light fixture. Since I didn't have another one and I obviously needed light in the restroom, I went ahead and sanded this one really well just so that I can remove the rust from it. And when I was semi-satisfied, I cleaned it up really well and sprayed it with stainless steel color just so that it looks semi-okay temporarily until I get my new light fixture. While I was waiting for the light fixture to dry, I went ahead and started sanding everything that I filled, and they were a lot of holes and scratches and dents that I filled. I'm gonna stop you here again and tell you that following these steps and actually letting the wood filler dry and actually removing the excess of the wood that was taken out from the screw does all the difference. Seriously, I got the smoothest and flattest surface just by being patient, and it's something that I'm not really good at sometimes, but it just makes the work goes longer because now you have to refill it and repaint it and resand it. And just to avoid all of that, do it properly from the first try. Sand it, clean it, fill it, sand again, clean again, then paint. Alright, so I have this light on. This light is assembled, but it's not reflecting properly because I don't want to install it yet. I also will show you over there, but if you can see, there is wallpaper behind the paint. So it looks like there is wood, then wallpaper, then paint. Which I just sanded slightly and I'll just paint over because it doesn't worth for me to do a whole other project right here of peeling walls. I'm not gonna do that. So I'll just clean the walls, wipe them really well, and because I just sanded them, and I'm gonna start painting. Finally, the most satisfying part is happening. I am painting and it looks so bright already because I chose a modern white shade by Bear, and it's just so different. The ceiling looked white until I started applying that white. Just imagine, now it looks yellow. And I'm really not sure what's more satisfying, painting that wall or the fact that all I need to do now is just voice over the video. But honestly, just look at the results with one coat. You can't really tell, but it definitely needed a second coat, which I applied it. But with the camera, you only see a good coat on the ceiling. Obviously, the walls need another coat, clearly. It was such a challenge getting behind the toilet and making it all the way to the middle. I know I didn't have to, but if I'm cleaning or I'm in the restroom or even if I'm not there, I will know that I didn't paint it well. So this made me really happy. I just made the roller reach as far as it could, and then I used the brush with just the tips of my fingers to make it as far as I can go until I was satisfied. And I kept going all around the restroom, corners with a brush, and the roller for the flat surfaces until I managed to cover everything except for the door frame because I wanted it to be black so that I can match the hallway. Ready to see? It's not finished. Just look at the brightness. First of all, one coat only. It needs a skin coat. I'm gonna start the second coat right now, but look at that. I did not put this back because I'm painting around it, but I'll put it back. The top has one coat. Everything has one coat. You can see in some areas and in some you can't, but one coat only. And it feels so bright. This is gonna go black. I was thinking maybe white, but it was way too much, so I'm just gonna go with black. But ta-da! I'm so happy. Second coat is coming up. Can't you see how satisfying this is? I had my hubby help me film this portion so that I can get this mirror hung finally. Ignore the hair, because at that point I was just working all day, sweating outside, sweating inside, and the hair was just a big old mess. Putting everything back was a sign that the project's almost over. I installed everything back just the way it used to be. I changed the outlet cover for one of the outlets, but the small one I still need to buy the special size for it in white, just so that everything can match. It was finally time to start cleaning and putting everything together, just so that I know what kind of blank canvas I'm working with, so that I can decorate everything. Look at the brightness. I only need to paint this black, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow because everything is applied to coat, but it's dry to the touch. I don't want to make more mess. So let's show you. What do you think? I told you it was a one-day makeover. Now I can do a lot in here. I was planning a shelf in there. I have a shelf, maybe it will work, we'll see. But this definitely needs to go black. I just need to tape this, and will not be able to do that because it's wet. Also, I need to buy another one of these in white because this is horrible. I replaced that one because that was easy. I already have some. This I'm not prepared for, so I'll buy some in black. I added this gorgeous black on the frame of the door, and I was just so satisfied with the result. Now that you've seen this makeover, I want you to tell me what did you like the most about it and what do you think I should do with the space since it's just a blank canvas right now. I did mention having shelves, but I don't know if that's what I'm going to be going with, so please give me ideas and tell me what you would have done differently. Also tell me what's your favorite part about the makeover. Finally, if you loved what you watched, please support my channel and subscribe to the channel. Also, you can click the bell button so that you get notified the next time I post a video or short and you don't miss anything. You can also follow me at furniture_makeover on Instagram, just so that you can see the story day by day rather than waiting for my one video a week on YouTube. Thank you so much and you have a beautiful day. Finally, if you loved what you watched, please support my channel and subscribe to the channel. Also, you can click the bell button so that you get notified the next time I post a video or short and you don't miss anything. You can also follow me at furniture_makeover on Instagram, just so that you can see the story day by day rather than waiting for my one video a week on YouTube. Thank you so much and you have a beautiful day.